Welcome back to Sports Fans Only with your boy Sean Mack. Please subscribe to the channel and like the video and share the video. Couldn't do it without y'all. At the age of 46, that's what I'm here for. Manny Pacquiao. At the age of 46, my man looked good. He looked great at times. Full disclosure, I had Manny Pacquiao before the fight. If you've seen my previous videos, actually stopping Barrios before the 8th round. That didn't happen, but he did hurt Mario early in that fight. And as I said, with Pacquiao being 46 years of age, his best work is going to be done in the early rounds. And that's what happened. And I did say he can put up big numbers early in the fight to where later in the rounds he could just survive. He did more than just survive. He was whooping that man's ass at points. But Mario's looked a little shy. I hear people saying, oh, he looked like he was respecting him too much. He wasn't respecting him too much. He got hit and cracked in the head, and he was like, I don't want that work, so I'm gonna stay on the outside. He tried to come in, and Manny hurt him. He even said it. That old man cracked me up at that time. And as far as did Manny Pacquiao get robbed, I'm gonna break it down like this. When you look at the box score, it's pretty even. It's actually, Showbiz did one of the best breakdown on that, as he always do with the box score. Manny Pacquiao, it was 6-6 when you really look at it. So who do you give the nod to when it's 6-6? Because to me, someone has to win this fight. You can't just have it to where it's 6-6 and we're going to do a draw, which they did. But someone had to win that fight. And when you look at who was more active, who had the harder shots, and who got the crowd off their feet, you would have to give it to Pacquiao, in my opinion. So to answer the question, was Manny Pacquiao robbed? In a sense, kind of. But hand on the Bible, I'm going to say no. Because you have to go by the stats. And you know how judges are. These days and times, it's different judges all the time. You never know who's in their pocket or what they're trying to do. That's one thing about boxing. If it's one thing that I hate about boxing, it's the damn refs. Those refs, I mean, the judges are just horrible. I hate it. I hate the judges. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to read a small little short article from Yahoo Sports, and I'll be back to spit some more of that hot fire. Holla. The title states, Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios controversy sets off the boxing world. Manny Pacquiao appeared to have made history on Saturday night in this much maligned comeback bout against WBC welterweight champion Mario Barrios, but the judges took it away, despite winning on the majority of scorecards from both his fellow fighters and boxing analysts online. Pacquiao's return from a 4-year retirement ended in a controversy majority draw, helping Barrios to leave the Las Vegas MGM Grand Garden Arena with his WBC title intact. 2 judges scored the contest 14-14 draw, while the other judge had it 15-14 Barrios. Had the 46-year-old Pacquiao won, he would have made history as the second oldest fighter in boxing history to capture a major world title. Pacquiao was a significant underdog on the BetMGM, coming into the bout against a man 16 years his junior. The contentious results ignited instant outrage across the boxing world, with many of Pacquiao's peers decrying the judge's assessment and feeling as if the Hall of Famer was robbed of his historical moment. Check out some of these reactions, including commentary from pound-for-pound star Shakur Stevenson, Clarissa Shields, and more. Oh man, reading that article almost makes me sick. And let me tell you why. I always knew, I'm a big Manny Pacquiao fan, and I always knew if that fight was close, I was going to be biased, and I was going to want to give it to Manny. So as I'm watching this fight, and he called a draw without hearing anything from the rest of the boxing world, I'm like, oh man, Manny got it. Then I'm like, was it me? So when they said draw, I'm like, really? It's a draw? I know what I saw, but I have biasy, right? So as all the other people like Thurman, Tim Bradley, even Showbiz, Clarissa Shields, Shakur Stevenson, all these people start talking. Teofimo Lopez's dad, Rolly. And I'm hearing these interviews come in because I'm trying to see if people feel like me after this fight. And it's just not my biasy. And they all start saying Manny Pacquiao won that fight continuously. Manny won, Manny won, Manny won. It made me just more sick in my stomach because I'm like, damn, Manny did win that fight. Now, like I said, was he robbed? I guess you can say that. But if you look at the box score, you're going to say, well, that's a draw. But the box score doesn't detail if certain punches were counted and not punching. So I would have to go back and then score that fight myself and see, without the biasy, and see if my point system matches their point system. I probably think it wouldn't. It's probably some punches in there they didn't give the Manny, especially when that crowd's roaring. As Freddie Rose said, they had a round where he pretty much, Mario Barrios did nothing. I think maybe the third and fourth. And Manny doubled on him, doubled the output, which should have been a 10-8 round. I don't know about that, but I think they gave the round to Mario Barrios. So, I don't know. Where does Manny go from here? I hear people saying that he should be fighting Tank. I'm like, I don't know if he really wants to do that. He shouldn't be fighting Boots Ennis. Boots is moving up, but he might come down for that payday to fight Manny. I don't think he should do that, but who am I to tell a 46 Manny Pacquiao who just put on that performance on Saturday night that he shouldn't be fighting a certain fighter? He believes he can beat people, so I believe he can beat people. But that Tank Davis matchup would be a hard matchup. Just saying, because Tank hits hard. You don't want to get really, really hurt. He punches way harder than Mario Barrios. So what's next for Manny? Only time will tell. I know one thing, I'll be in his corner rooting for him, and that was a hell of a performance by the 46-year-old. Kudos to you. Always love you, Manny. On that note, I've been Sean Mack, and this is Sports Fans Only. Holla.